books, like that you have to act like you're unavailable or wait a few days to call a guy back. Like if a guy approaches you at a bar, you might be tempted to brush him off and see if he persists and keeps trying, or you might want to push the limits of that guy's niceness to see how much you can get away with. The problem with that is that it only works well on the bad boys. They're used to all kinds of gameplay and they get lots of rejection and they have thick skin and lots of practice. So they'll keep persisting because they know that if they don't get it from you, they'll get it from the next girl just the same. That's not true for the nice guys though. They're turned off and frustrated by these games. It just drives them away. When a girl acts like this, they'll just assume she's not interested and just stop trying. Contrary to what you might think, being kind, friendly, and receptive to a nice guy won't make him lose respect for you. He'll actually feel flattered and think that you're definitely the one worth his time and effort. So remember, if you want to get a nice guy, just be nice. Be yourself and don't play the game. And it's also equally important not to fall for the games that bad boys play.
Oh my God, ring, call already, come on, why didn't you go? It's been 4 days, it has never been 4 days. What did I do? Did I say something? Oh, what if he met somebody? He met it's that girl from his work. I hate her. What's her name? Emily. Emily's her name. Oh, what if he thinks I'm fat? He thinks I'm fat. He does. Emily's skinny, she's a skinny bitch.
You gotta keep an eye out for those psychological tricks that might come in under your radar, such as a guy manipulating your need for attention by giving you lots of it and then taking it away. It's fun to tease a cat with a string, but would you want to be the cat? What are some of the nasty games you see girls playing sometimes when they interact with you?
Interact with you? Oh man, that's a good question. You know, it's like, I don't go dancing that much or to the club that much, but I like to sometimes. And you know, you'll be going to the nightclub and you see a cute girl, you go over, you know, you ask her if she would like a drink, you talk for a little bit, and things seem to be going well. You know, she finishes her first drink, so you offer her a second drink. She takes a second drink and she says, oh, I gotta get back to my friends.
Yeah, I totally dislike the phone game. You know, you get the girl's phone number, you call them up, and you know, you talk to them a couple times, and then when you call them, they say call back, or you know, and you call back and she's not answering the phone, and you know, and she's not doing anything, and you see her somewhere and she's all up on you like, hey, how you doing? You know, why don't you call me? You know, you're just like, you know, I called you a couple times and it seems that you weren't interested, you know, because you never return my phone calls. You know, that's a major game that they like to play a lot with the phone. I don't know if it's me or if it's them, but I don't like it at all.
One time, you know, I was gonna go to this concert with a girl, and I thought it was, you know, just gonna be the two of us. I was really excited, and when we get there, you know, like she has 4 friends. I mean, I'm just kind of like, well, was I misreading this, or am I supposed to read something into this? It's just kind of sometimes hard to interpret, and you know, it's frustrating to try to have to interpret. You know.
And how do you feel about all that?
You know, I typically don't handle the games well. I don't respond well because I don't know how to act. I either get turned down right away, or you know, I get a response. So the games just mess with me, and I'm terrible at games. I always lose.
I feel disrespected, and I just think I don't get all the game playing. I mean, you know, if you're interested in somebody, be real. You know, have a drink with them. You know, she can show her interest by maybe touching my arm, you know, or something small. You know, it's just a drink. But then when you get played, you know, just for a couple of drinks, you know, how is that supposed to make me feel? You know, it's better if she just tells me up front, you know, look, I'm not interested, or you're not my type.
How do you wish a girl would act in order to come across as nice and real?
I always like my ladies to come across real. You know, I'm a nice guy, and I would like a real individual to like basically school me and let me know what she's trying to do in the relationship, how far she's trying to take it. You know, what she would like to do in times to come as far as spending time with me and dating and such things like that.
I mean, sometimes I feel like girls can be a little bit wishy-washy. They're not sure. You know, they see both good things and bad things in the guy. And honestly, from the guy's perspective, it's almost better that they just make a decision and say, you know, if I like this guy, then I'm gonna kind of go, you know, be clear and definitely go out. Or if I'm not sure, just say no and make it clear to the guy and say, you know what, I'm not interested like that, and let the guy move on.
I just think there should be more being real, you know? I mean, what's the point of, like, here's an example, okay? Like, you get a girl's number, you know, she's an attractive girl, she's funny, she's cool, so you want to go out with her, and then, like, so you ask her out, and, you know, she gives some excuse, and then, you know, you call her next week, you know, and she gives another excuse, and you're like, all right, you know, this is getting, is she blowing me off? What's going on? But I'm not a quitter, so I'll call the third week. Oh, and then all of a sudden she wants to go out. You know, is she playing hard to get? Is she playing a game? Because that's what it feels like. It doesn't feel good to have to do all that work just for a first date.
Well, you know, I'm from the South, and in the South, people typically wear their hearts on their sleeves, and they don't really play games, but you make a lot of eye contact. And around here, people tend to keep to themselves, and so you can't really read somebody. And I'm not very good with being responsive to people that I can't see eye to eye. And the other thing I wish is that people would be more honest and open with you. So honesty is best for me if I'm talking to somebody, because it's a waste of my time and a waste of their time if we're not being honest with each other.